And this next question comes from Trish. And Trish says, what resources would you use if you had limited money but wanted to improve your branding and give your homepage a fresh look? The background is I sell false eyelashes online on my website. I've used 99 Designs in the past and have been reasonably satisfied with their services. I'd like to give my homepage a fresh look, but it's not the right time for me financially to hire a fancy company. Are there any talented but very affordable designers that you would recommend, or are there other resources besides 99 Designs I might want to check out? Great question. Welcome to the startup of being a startup entrepreneur, being able to stretch a dollar. You and I talked about this on the phone yesterday, and there's two different types of business models. There's selling through a website, and then there's selling through salespeople. Salespeople are going to cost you, $50,000 or more for a good, high-quality salesperson, which is about $4,000 a month, right? And if you want to hire a salesperson, that's what you're going to have to pay them. Now, there are times that you can hire salespeople that are just kind of starting out and might want to start out the journey with you, and in exchange for a good, high-quality commission plan, they'll come work for you on commission. That's what I did with my last company, but those are far and few between, and you've got to be a really great sales trainer, and you've got to have a really great sales system in order to convince somebody to come work for you for free on incentive commission only. Now, in your case, as a website, then now you have a website. You want this website to do your sales for you. We can't expect a website in one of the most competitive industries in the world, which is online shopping. We can't expect a website to do sales for us on commission only without giving it the tools that it needs, which is design, copy, graphic design, video, elementation, layout, style, all those different types of things. And that just is part of doing business. Now, to answer your question, you can find high quality people on Upwork. I like Upwork better than I like Fiverr and 99 Designs, because on Upwork, and I don't know if it works on those other ways because I just never had good luck on 99 Designs or Fiverr. On Upwork, I want to work with somebody here in the United States because we usually get a little higher caliber of person, and they speak English from a communication perspective, and we can talk to them. I want to be able to talk to my designers. I want to be able to see their portfolio. I want to be able to have a conversation with them and see if they're the right person for me. So here's what I would do if I was on a limited budget. I'd probably use some of the current existing templates that are on Shopify, and I'd make sure that my platform is on Shopify. Shopify has a lot of great pre-made template designs, and I would use the Shopify University and Forum to learn about different designing elements that make the site work better. I'd learn about all the different plugins that are available to make my site function better and convert better. I can do that, and it doesn't cost me anything. That's the cost of being an entrepreneur, is to be an expert in what we do. You have to be, as an entrepreneur in your business, you have to be an expert at eyelashes and the products that you're selling, but you also have to be an expert at your business, and your business is website. Your business is e-commerce. It's important for you in the beginning to do all the homework that's necessary to understand what makes a great website convert. Because once you throw traffic at it, you want it to convert, right? Of course we do. So I would study those, and I would use a template. Then what I would do is I would post something on Upwork and say that I was looking for an expert level, $100 to $150, $100 to $250 Upwork Shopify expert on design and conversion. And I would do a post that says, I'm looking for somebody to audit my Shopify store and tell me what I'm missing, what I'm doing right, and what I'm doing wrong, and provide me an analysis. That might cost you $300, $400, $500. But that way you can take the analysis from that person and either use them to help you fix it, or take that knowledge back and then go fix it yourself, which won't cost you that much. I mean, it could cost you anywhere from a couple $1,000s to tens of thousands of dollars for someone to create you an amazing, perfect, if the word perfect even exists in online shopping, but perfect website. So in the beginning, to stretch a dollar, I would do it myself and use all the pre-made templates that are out there. I would learn how to get the right kind of images. I would take all of the training they have on copywriting for product description, and I would do everything I can myself, and I'd be working 18 hours a day to do this. And then when I'm ready, I'd hire that Shopify expert to do an analysis. That's what I would do. One thing I've learned with designers is you get what you pay for. And occasionally, and I will say occasionally, and it would be more like seldom, occasionally might be here and seldom would be down here and few would be here. So somewhere between few and seldom, there are what we call a diamond in the rough. Somebody who is a really good designer that's just starting out, that wants to prove themselves in the beginning of their career, and they'll do something for you at a lower cost, even though they're a good designer. Those are very hard to find. It's like finding a needle in the haystack, and those usually come from relationships. Maybe somebody watching this video or in the post that we do in our Facebook group might volunteer. I know we've got a couple designers in the group, but that's the only way to really stretch a dollar. But I'm gonna warn you, Trish, that you are in the business of aesthetics. You're in the business of brand, which means your copy, your product descriptions and all your copy, your design from a layout perspective and your graphic designs, your product imagery. Those are so vital to make sure that you engage somebody. And you chose to get into a business that requires that type of aesthetic. So it's important to go out there and focus. What I would do, here's what I would do, okay? Totally different. I would say, you know what, if it's going to cost me $5,000 to get someone to do a good design and I don't have $5,000, I would go drive for Uber or Uber Eats, or I would go do anything I have to say, listen, I know it's going to cost me $2,500 up front. That's how much a designer is going to ask for you up front if it's $5,000, and then they're going to ask for the other $2,500 upon delivery. Delivery might be 2 months, so you've got 2 months to put together $5,000. I would go work my ass off driving for Uber or Lyft or DoorDash or Uber Eats or anything for a month. And in a month, if you worked your ass off, you might be able to come up with that $2,500. I know you can. I know it's possible, and then you'd have your down payment, and then you'd have to do it again to get the final payment. This is the type of stuff. This is called most won't, I will. Most people won't do the things that are needed to help their business to grow and become financially successful. There's a quote I use a lot. Successful people are willing to do what unsuccessful people won't do or don't know how to do, and that's why they're successful. There's always a solution. It's just whether or not we are willing to do it. Now, I don't know your situation. I know that you have some situations going on, but I would think every possibility that you could think of, even if you fucking hate it, go make the money to pay for the necessary branding that's needed to give your website a chance to work for you. And that's what will pay off. So there's another option. Okay? Thanks.